Hello again from the Kerrigan Kitchen. This is what we're calling it today. It's 4 days before Thanksgiving, and we have had a whole bunch of people ask for a variety of side dishes and appetizers that are healthy, low carb, and I think we got a few that you might like.
Great. We're Mike and Kim Kerrigan, certified health coaches, and we have some healthy Thanksgiving sides. So the first one is a green bean French fry. It's made with Parmesan cheese and baked in the oven. Very healthy, easy to make, easy to eat, and good for game day as well as.
Good for the game itself, even if you're playing. You can hide it right inside your helmet. It's fine.
The next thing we have is a side dishes. So this is a cauliflower stuffing, and we'll have all the recipes for you on our Facebook page at KerriganHealth.com on our website as well.
Why don't you taste that one? It looks good, but I don't want to take them all. Does it taste like stuffing?
This one's good. Now I'll have the recipe for you, but let's say you're short on time. This one actually you can get at Trader Joe's. They got a healthy one. It's called rice cauliflower stuffing. I don't know if it's backwards when I showed on here.
No, I think it's perfect.
But if it is, and then the carbohydrates are 13, and the protein is low, but you're gonna have a lot of protein in your in your turkey.
Can't resist. That one's good too, and I don't know what if it's the spices or is there celery in there?
There's celery. There's
tastes like
cranberry. There's some seasonings that make it taste very much like Thanksgiving.
That's a good one.
The next one is a standby, and if you follow us at all, you know I am obsessed with cauliflower.
Cauliflower, everything. In fact, we had another good. I think they'd be named cauliflower.
Yes, probably, because that's how much I love cauliflower. So cauliflower mash, you can use your favorite recipe, but if you're short on time, again, Trader Joe's makes one that's pretty healthy, and it's just mashed cauliflower, so you can get that there. You can find different ones. Just make sure you're always looking at the ingredients. You want it as simple as possible, and making sure your carbs are low and your sugars are low.
So would you put butter and like mashed potatoes and things like that, or spices or anything in this? Or
yeah, absolutely. You could spice it up as much as you like. So putting in some butter or some, you can put in some Laughing Cow cheese if you want it a little creamy. You can put chives. You can put different things in it.
Again, I've done this one before, but I think it's the fact that it goes with the stuffing. Tastes like Thanksgiving.
Okay, this one is my absolute favorite. It's the one I bring all the time. I get requests for it. Shout out, Katie, because I know you love it too. And this one is a
looks like a yam or sweet potato.
Yeah, it's a yam souffle with pecans on it, and it's really tasty, and it looks pretty, and it's an easy thing to make ahead of time, and you can bring it with you. It's just going to have some yams in it. It does have a little bit of maple syrup in it, so let me grab this real quick. If you're on our program and you're really watching your sugars closely, Walden Farms makes a pancake maple syrup that has no carbs and no sugar.
Oh, good. Good for them breakfast after too the next day.
And then if you're on maintenance, you can just use regular, pure maple syrup. You know, us being from Boston area, we love our maple syrup, and so, but just make sure that you understand that maple syrup, honey, agave, all of those have the same effect on your blood sugar as regular sugar. So just because it's natural doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. So you still want to be mindful of it. And the idea is not to have no sugar, but just make smart sugar choices.
Well, what about the sweet potato? It's a sweet potato. Is this, and it's got a pecan on it. They look like rows and rows of chromosomes if you're into science. I'm not, but if you were, I guess it'd look like this. But is this got a lot of sugar in it? Because it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, not much at all. It doesn't. This one is made with no real sweetener in it, so it's nice and.
Be careful with this one. You're gonna want to put whipped cream on it. It tastes like dessert, honestly. It's good. It's good.
And our last one is one that is made in a cast iron skillet, as you guys know, is my favorite cooking utensil.
And my favorite side dish. I love these, by the way. These are great.
So these are just roasted Brussels sprouts, and we're going to put a little balsamic in it. And this is a recipe from the New York Times, so it's just going to have Brussels sprouts, a little salt and pepper, some garlic, and a little balsamic. So really tasty and really delicious.
And if you don't like these, they're gonna break your thumbs. That's the thing about the New York Times. It's you gotta like them. They're good stuff. I think you like them. It's my best New York accent. I don't know if it's maybe I should go back to the crunchy Parmesan things.
So a couple things keeping with Thanksgiving that I think of is one with desserts. As you see, I didn't make any low sugar, no carb desserts because I think I really enjoy having the real thing. But the way I deal with it is if I am trying to lose weight or someone's trying to lose weight and they really want to stay on the program, there's a couple things that I typically say. One, ask yourself, is this something that I'll never have again? And is this something I've never had?
So, I've been known in the past to just sit down and don't get up for an hour. And when I do, if there's any food left, I didn't stay. We didn't do it right. So, overeating was kind of a thing in our family, but we don't do that anymore. So, when you're talking about that kind of a meal, and if it plans for dessert, do you just cut back on this and do a little dessert, or how do you set it up? I mean, do you mix it up? Do you plan ahead even for Thanksgiving, or do you just go with whatever they got and try to make healthy choices?
Yeah, make healthy choices. So if you're on our program and you want to have mostly your protein and your vegetables, and then you want to have some healthy sides, and then if it's something that you really want and you know it's going to be higher in carbs and sugar than you want, then just have 3 bites, because as we eat things, we lose the flavor of those after 3 bites. So
I can honestly tell you, all I am thinking about right now is the Brussels sprouts. I don't even remember what the bean looked like.
So do the 3-bite rule, and then for your dessert, use the same 3-bite rule. Try, have 3 bites of what the dessert is that you want to try. And if it's something that you can make the best choice possible. But just really enjoy the day, enjoy your family. That's what it's all about. Get out and take a hike in the morning before you start the day.
Little exercise, yeah.
Yeah, just really make it about the people and the food. Have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah, appreciate it. We love you all, and stay healthy.
Happy Thanksgiving.